Good day and welcome back to Elementary 72 Gaming. Before I get into this video, I'd like to ask you all to please leave a like or comment on my video. Consider subscribing to my channel, and if you dislike the content, please leave a comment. So once more, I'm going over the patch notes, and today we have quite a big addition with the test server. So let's go through what has been updated. Added the option to download the additional game data required for the test server. Improve the presentation of the event page. Added criminal to filter in overview customization. Improve the performance of the game engine. Change the format of skill training timer. Okay, so that's what was put in. Fix the issue that only 4 characters would be displayed when creating corporation name. Okay, so now I'm not sure about the 4 characters when creating the name of a corporation. I haven't actually gone into that. Okay, now test server. They are testing the following. New skill interference technology 3. It can increase the effect and range of player using signal interference equipment, including tracking disruptor, guidance disruptor, sensor dampener, and target painter. The second thing that they added was space interference device operation. It can increase the effect and range of the player's range type jump interference device. Contains interdiction bubble and warp disruptor field generator. Okay, now next doing skill adjustment electronic warfare technology. Previously, it would only reduce the capacitor consumption of a small amount of electronic warfare equipment. The range of the Nosferatu and energy neutralizer is now additionally increased. The technical level of battleship skills and large weapon skills has been downgraded to T8. New ships T6, Catalyst Interdictor, Comment Interdictor, Corsair Interdictor, Thresher Interdictor. These 4 ships can be equipped with interdiction spheres and belong to special operation ships. T8, Blackbird Interdiction, Celestial. Okay, so basically a whole lot of interdiction ships. I'm not going to go through all of them. Okay, so they able to install warp disruptor field generator and is also good at electronic interference. T9, okay, another lot of interdiction. T10, Mauler, Moa, Thorax, Rupture. Okay. Ship bonus adjustment. Change to bonus equipment. Because the new equipment does not include weapon disruptor and electronic jammer, those 2 bonuses have been replaced by tracking disruptor and guidance disruptor. The ships involved are Crucifier, Griffin, Arbitrator, Arbitrator Covert Ops, Arbitrator Covert Ops 2, Blackbird, Blackbird Covert Ops 2, and the Scorpion. Changes of skill bonuses. Because of 3 new skills, including signal jamming technology, have been added, the bonus skill of the jamming ship has been changed. The ship involved are Malus, Crucifier, Griffin, Vigil, Arbitrator, Blackbird, Celestius, and Bellicose. Reduce the interference range bonus. Because the range of interference equipment is very far, the range bonus of some frigates has been removed, and the best range bonus of some battleships has been reduced. The list of changes, only the changes are listed for mollusk. Okay. Optimal range 5% plus 0% remove. What? Optimal ranges plus 5% and 0% remove. Scorpion optimal range plus 25% down to 10%. Okay, reduce the interference intensity bonus. Reduce the duration buff of the lock delay side effect of some advanced covert op ships after the stealth is released. And reduce the interference strength bonus of the battleship. The list of changes: Arbitrator, Blackbird, Celestius, Bellicose. Bonus interference intensity. Okay. So they reducing some of the bonuses. Roll bonus, unlocking the cloak lock delay side effect minus 50%. Interference intensity 15% plus. Okay. Damage of range equipment. Dreadworm. Whoa, okay, so they've increased some damage on the range damage or range adjustments. Okay, so these are increases in damage. That's the Dreadworm, the Rattlesnake, Korra, Ashumu, Torment, Omen, Okay, Omen is going to have a reduction in activation time. Stabber is going to have accuracy fall off. Ferox is going to have optimal range increased. Hurricane is going to have optimal range. Harbinger is going to have an increase in. No, sorry. Hurricane is going to have an increase in damage. Harbinger increase in damage. Brutix and Harbinger also going to have a damage increase. Weapon adjustments. Small subnose railgun plus 20%. Okay. Small missile launcher flight time minus 15%. Small torpedo launcher flight time plus 20%. Small subnose railgun optimal range. No, sorry, not small, medium snub nose railgun plus 20%. Medium autocannon tracking plus 10%. Medium strike cannon tracking minus 15%. Medium rapid missiles minus 15% to damage. Flight time minus 15%. That's a bad one. Medium missile launcher damage plus 20%. Medium torpedo launcher damage plus 20%. Rapid missile launcher damage plus 20%. Large torpedo launcher flight time plus 20%. Medium drone weapon HP plus 50%. Large drone HP plus 100%. Fix the problem with Dremel and did not display jump acceleration plus 50% effectiveness but not displayed. Okay, so basically these are all the things that are coming out on the test server, and these are all the things that are coming out in the patch. So let's go over it with a little bit of basis. So they have introduced the test server to make sure that we don't get that backlash from the community immediately leaving the game. So you go onto the test server, you test out everything, and you tell them it's too OP, it's going to cause too much of problems. They're going to listen to what you have to say. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to change up the format of the game. Now, the reason why they know they have to do this is ruined the meta of war. It's changed up a lot of people's play styles, and it has made a lot of people very angry in terms of PvP. You simply set too many of them together, close together in a big bubble, and they have almost infinite health because you stack up all of the shields together, and that makes a very hard wall to beat. So 100 to 200,000 health you can't take out in a single hit, even if you are using that much of firepower. And once you've taken it down, it only transfers from one ship to the next ship within the bubble. And if they have 4 or 5 MOAs running that shield bubble, the damage is really reduced a lot and it's transferred in small amounts to them overall. So now they're trying to make sure that they don't repeat this mistake over with the next update that they put in. So as you can see, they've only done small updates directly to the server, and then all the major updates have been done to the test server. This is a very smart move on their part. They should have had this year alpha tested instead of live game tested, though, because an alpha test would give them a far better understanding. And as it was, the alpha test gave them a fantastic start line. The problem was that they listened to the PvP the PvP players way too much over listening to the entire community. When you want to put in any type of change, give the community a 2 week notice and see how bad the backlash is to the proposed change. An example, the changes to the weapon damage, that is a very, very bad call. The medium missiles are exactly 20% stronger than. No, wait, they're not 20% stronger. They are 10% stronger than medium missiles. With the reduction of 15% from the rapid missiles, it means that they're going to reduce a lot. And plus 20% to medium missile launches means that the attack is going to improve even more. So rapid missile launches are now the bottom log equipment for damage from missiles. It is a bad thing for them to have done. I'm already going to say it and call it right now. Players are going to say that rapid missiles are underpowered and they have to go too close to do the damage that they have to do. It is better to use the medium missile launchers as they now have the same old damage as the torpedo launcher, and the torpedo launchers have been classed even higher with plus 20% to them, making them even more deadly in close range combat at almost 120 damage on their slots each for baseline stats. And when you add in the bonus of a ship, that's gonna pull them up to the 170s, 180s, possibly 200. So one hit from one of these torpedo launchers should easily do 1,200 a hit on a big ship or 1,400 on a big ship, depending on how much of power the person's research is pulling in. So this is the reason for all of these testings. A lot of these weapons did need the buffs. Some of these weapons didn't need the buffs that they got, and I'm going to explain it as we go through it. Now, with the introduction of the test server, means that you have to download a package to jump onto the test server. So once all of this is done, you're going to jump on, you're going to have a look. Now, the interdiction spheres and the arrangement of multiple warp disruption fields is going to make a massive difference. I guarantee you they're going to be filled with a ton of people saying you'll need to remove it from the game, it's going to cause too many problems. And that is 100% correct. The interdiction sphere is a foolish thing to put into mobile gaming. They might have to rethink the ways in which to protect it. In mobile gaming, the interdiction sphere is going to stop ships all the time. That means AFK players and players who are offline traveling are going to be hit by interdiction spheres on low range gates. So there is a problem for the devs. They need to work out something like super defense for ships or something, because this interdiction sphere changes up the format of the game way too far. A normal traveling individual can actually defend themselves and fight, but the interdiction sphere must have a negative repercussion for those who are using it. It can't be a one way stop for a massive area and only for enemies. It has to be able to affect both friendly and enemies, and it must have some kind of repercussion on damage for the player throwing up the sphere. It can't be that you have the interdiction sphere and you have your regular damage, maybe a reduction of 50% to players, all allied players within the interdiction sphere. Just like how for the bubble, they need to add in a negative towards that shield bubble, like a reduction of 65% to all damage done by players within the bubble. There would be a fair bonus to it. That means that even though you have the supreme defense, you don't have a solid attack to attack back. Now, things like that need to be added. They need to balance out the formats of display, because that super shield cannot have a super attack with it. You need to make sure that you are balancing out your content a little bit better. With all of this going into a test server means we can look at all of it and give our opinions. And they most definitely will be listening to what we have to say, and they will think about altering things as we experience it. So I think that's going to be it for the basis of the discussion on the notes. I don't have anything really major to talk about in game from all of these issues that were resolved. Um, you see, there wasn't anything really that big that happened this week in the game. A lot of players have been complaining about lag issues when it comes to war, and the solutions that they've had for making a war more friendly isn't really going to work. Time dilation is going to affect attacking players. So when a war is happening, they're going to have to limit the number of defensive and the number of offensive players who can come onto a grid. So they must be given a fair balance, so 50-50 or something like 30-70. So that will mean that only 30% of one team can be put onto a grid. That means if it is going to be in that manner, 30% defense, 70% attack, there is a fair scale assault. The 30% defense has the advantage of being in home turf, and the assault base has to cross into their turf. So playing out good strategies is going to be needed for the next stage of the game. So I hope that you all can enjoy the coming parts of the game. Now, when it comes to the test server, a lot of us are going to jump on. We're going to have 1 or 2 days of fun on it. It's only going to be around for this week, and then it will disappear. So we're going to have some fun on the test server. We're going to see how it works. And once all of this is done, we will know whether or not this is the right format for us to play. We will know whether we're going to be progressing with the test server in the future. So thank you all for watching. Have a good day.